Washington. Donald Trump wants take case of returning White House about 200 million Americans. While he may have win more than 5 voters, primarily majority in U.S. Supreme Court, as 2024 presidential pre-elections are approaching. Former president, who is already facing 4 criminal complaints, will likely face another legal challenge to courts where the Constitution's ban on rebels taking office is valid for January 6, 2021 coup. Once upon a time, President George W. The famous conservative former federal appeal judge, Michael Luttig, who was evaluated by Bush for the High Court, said Donald Trump's 14th. He predicted that problem of disqualification under the amendment would be decided by Supreme Court 14 after the Civil War. The amendment prohibits persons who swear to protect the Constitution but later uprising rebellion assisted comforted the Constitution from resorting to any federal state authority. The Free Speech for Liberal Prone People group demands that election officials in all 50 states and in the District of Columbia comply with this ban, keeping Trump out of the pre-election and general election votes. These efforts have recently been supported by unexpected allies. 2 law professors, both members of the Conservative Federalist Society, published a long law review article concluding that Trump was strictly disqualified from candidacy for his actions on January 6. He is no longer eligible for presidency or any state or federal duty under the Constitution, wrote William Bowder and Saint from the University of Chicago Law School. Michael Paulson from Thomas University Law School. Anyone who is affiliated with the Constitution should take into account and say it. Trump campaign officials did not respond to numerous HuffPost inquiries on the subject. Ty Cobb, one of Trump's former lawyers in White House, said he was not convinced that effort to exclude Trump from ballot would be successful, but he found analysis convincing. It looks very interesting, he said. Ironically, despite 91 serious crimes against him in 4 separate criminal complaints, 2 of which lost their re-election, but related to their efforts to remain in office, Trump, even if he is convicted and imprisoned, he can continue his search for presidency. A Supreme Court decision that disqualifies him for grounds of the amendment may exclude his name from ballot paper. And since High Court preserves its own calendar and does not depend on election deadlines, Trump's Republican nomination, there is even possibility of locking enough delegates to be officially nominated and then removed from presidential vote. He knew that these accusations would come, and he was still a candidate for the presidency, knowing very well that he would take the Republican Party with him. Oscar Brock, member of the Republican National Committee of Tennessee. This possibility causes some Republicans who have been openly anti-Trump for years to worry about possible consequences.